So my theory that part-time premier and full-time lobbyist Danielle Sith is being abandoned by her owners like a feral Maine Coon that just won't stop scratching the children continues to gain more evidence. Recently, political sellsword or sellhole, he's definitely an asshole. Anyway, I'm talking about Rick Bell. Recently, he wrote an article criticizing Danielle's attempt to fix Albertan healthcare by making it horrifically and unconscionably profitable for American businesses. The thing that you need to know about Rick Bell, normally when he's doing a story about a premier, their toes are in his mouth as he's writing. If someone is paying Rick Bell to write, the impression I get is that everyone ends with a happy closing paragraph. Now, in his article, Bell gives his harrowing tale of finding out that his family doctor closed up shop and didn't tell him, and then having to go to an ER and finding out that his issue wasn't life-threatening enough for him to be seen in the wait times on the website. He spent a lot of time waiting, and he spent a lot of time observing the sort of people who, flood into ERs because the province refuses to provide housing to anyone who isn't filthy rich enough to donate to a campaign. He talks about how he went to one hospital and then he had to take himself to another to get ultrasound done, and then he had to come back to that previous hospital, and he was managing that, and it was difficult because he was in a lot of pain. I believe he said that he asked one nurse, and he asked them when it's been this bad, and they said it's never been this bad. He also says that he asked the doctor, if you could tell the premier one thing, what would you tell them? And apparently the doctor said, oh, give me an ultrasound and someone to operate it, which personally I find dubious. While doctors are often professional, most of the ones that I've ever talked to also tend to be pretty no nonsense. So personally, I imagine the doctor probably said something more in the lines of, tell the premier to stop killing Albertans, but I suspect Bell probably cleaned it up a little bit. This, of course, comes as ER doctors in Calgary have released information about 6 deaths that they call preventable, which I suppose is a polite way of saying these are 6 people whose blood is on the hands of Alberta's elected officials. So how about it, Danielle? You have crowned yourself the Sith Empress of Alberta. Will you take a break from cyberbullying teachers and actually listen to experts about how to fix healthcare? Or will you continue to pour blood-soaked public funds into the coffers of your corporate sponsors?